think we're anticipating a very tough game. You know, New York are top of their conference. I think they're looking very strong of late. You know, all the big players are in good form. So we expect a very tough game. We know the pitch is very narrow there. So yeah, we expect a tough match, but we're coming there full of confidence because we're on a little nice run ourselves.
Yeah, the same. I think we're very aware of the strengths of LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
The individuals, you know, Stephen himself, Robbie Keane, Ashley Cole, De Jong, players of experience in playing in Europe. And not only that, but a very strong team and a good manager. I think they are the force of the MLS in the recent years. So we're the new boys. We're going to try and do our thing. We're confident in a minute. We're the same as Steve. We're on a decent run, and we believe if we play at our best, then we can take on anyone. And I think we'll certainly need to be at our best to try and beat Galaxy.
Well, I think you've got to look at the DP players. Obviously, Frank's in good form. David Villa's always dangerous on this pitch. He's always looking for turnovers around their box to do the damage. But I think a lot of their play comes through Pirlo, as me and Frank have experienced from the national team setup. If you give Pirlo a lot of time and space, he tries to break the lines into Frank, or he tries to go over the top to Villa. So we're aware of the DP threats, but I think another key player who's emerged is the kid Harrison, who's done it very, very well. So, you know, Ashley Cole's going to have to play really well against him to stop him. And I think your man McNamara is obviously very good at shooting from distance, who cuts in on his right foot. So we're aware of all of New York's threats, but you know, as a footballer, it's easy to talk the talk. Now we've got to go and do the hard work and try and stop all these threats.
Well, a few things. I think, firstly, last year was tough, you know, and particularly in that game in Los Angeles, we were in not the greatest of moments. But I think this year we've got a new manager, and I think we had to give huge credit to Patrick Vieira, who's came in with his staff and really put his imprint on the team. He's worked very hard from the first day of pre-season to get us playing in a new way, trying to play good football from the back, and that's improved us. On top of that, players we've brought in have done well. We're one more year experienced from last year, and I think we're playing better football. We're more confident, so we're certainly in a better place than we were last year against the Galaxy. But again, it will be just as tough a game.
Well, I think we've seen massive improvements. I think last year they were a very new team. I think players were trying to adapt to each other, and you know, we tried to take advantage of that. We also tried to take advantage of the weather conditions here. We knew New York had to travel a long distance, and it was going to be very warm in LA. We wanted to press them really high and try and force them into mistakes, because you know, when you're in a new team and you're not used to each other, you know, mistakes do happen. You know, this year they seem to be a better unit. They seem to be more organised, and I think you've got to give credit to the new manager. I think he's got them playing really well, full of confidence. And you know, I'm not just saying it because Frank's there, but Frank coming back from his injuries also added to the strength of this team. So we're aware that it's going to be a completely different test this year round. We've got respect for the opposition, but we're going to come and try and play our game. You know, we're used to each other, we're in good form, we seem to be defending well, and we're going to come there and go for the win. So it has the making of being a tremendous game, and I'm sure both teams are very confident.
I have. Generally, the people I've met, and they either love LA and hate New York, or love New York and hate LA, and I like it. I mean, listen, I funny enough, really like both. And I have to say, LA was a place I've been to a lot with Chelsea when I was there, and on holiday myself. And I love it. You know, it's fantastic living in California in general. But I personally have to say, I really have fell in love with this city. New York as a place, it's the passion of the people, the busyness of the streets. Places you can go out of town that are great, and I have really taken. I'm a city boy, so it's very easy for me to sort of come here. And I thought London was busy and crazy and mad, and then I came to New York, and it's just another level. So no, I love it, and the rivalry is nice. Listen, I think there's rivalries. Me and Stephen played, you know, Liverpool up north, Chelsea in London. We're very used to that kind of thing, and I think it's very normal. And as long as it's healthy, and I think you'll see a bit of that in the game, hopefully.
Yeah, I think you're spoilt over here. You know, it's obviously a special city, very big. There's tons of things to do. It's got a bit of city life about it as well, or you can go to the coast and enjoy the beach. But for me, the important thing was to make sure that things were enjoyable on the pitch. You know, I was part of a good team. And as Frank said, you know, rivalries make this game. you know, without rivalries it wouldn't be the same. So it's important for the likes of me and Frank and other players in the MLS to keep building these rivalries up alongside the supporters, and it'll make the league an awful lot more exciting. But the people of LA have welcomed me with open arms, and I've got no complaints. I'm enjoying my life as well as my football, and I'm really looking forward to this trip on the road to compete against Frank in New York, and then hopefully try and get 3 points against Chicago on Wednesday as well. I think it's exciting times, and as you get even closer to the playoffs, it gets even more exciting, so it's great.